very good morning to you. Welcome to the Tuesday edition of the show. Promises to be exciting. As always, we'll welcome you back from the holidays. I'm Yemi Adebayo.
It's great to have you join us again. I'm Tayo Salam. This is what the show looks like this morning. Of course, we've been counting down since last week now. Finally, it's just one day to go to the biggest track and field championships, secondary school track and field championships. That's the Channels Under 17 Track and Field Classics. It's just one day to go. Tomorrow, we get to see the best secondary school students in action across various sports, 100 meters, 200 meters, long jump, high jump, shot put. We can go on and on and on.
It's going to be a moment to treasure because days like this do not come all the time. So keep your fingers crossed and eagerly anticipate the best track and field event anywhere in Nigeria. Okay, so let's travel to Egypt and go to the camp of the Olympic Eagles. They are on a redemption mission today. They win or they are out. As simple as that. The Olympic Eagles need to turn things around if they still have any ambition of being in next year's Olympics. They need a win today against Zambia. We'll see how all of that pans out when the lock horns with their opponents from the Junior Chipolopolo of Zambia.
You say they are condemned to winning this one. Like you say, when you lose your first game, the second match in any round-robin competition, the second game becomes so crucial, very critical. And the Olympic Eagles have to win today against Zambia to have any chance of going into the last four of the Under-23 Africa Cup of Nations in Egypt. Also on the show this time in tennis, where Alexander Zverev is the defending champion at the ATP World Tour Finals. So perhaps you say him shocking Rafael Nadal, it's not much of a big deal. But it's a big deal because this is the first time Alexander Zverev is defeating Rafael Nadal in their ATP head-to-head. At the sixth attempt, Alexander Zverev was able to shock Rafael Nadal. That was in the group Andre Agassi.
All right, very interesting. Zverev becomes the first person to beat Djokovic, Nadal, and Federer at the O2 Arena in the World Tour Finals. But that's not where we're starting the show today. We'll talk about the ATP World Tour Finals. A lot to say about it, but that's not where we're starting the show today. Of course, you know where we're going to start the show today is to talk to you about the biggest track and field event, talking about Under 17, a competition for secondary school students, boys and girls. Nobody left out. Nope. Let's tell you the most important thing that you need to know, just one day to go. A reminder of that, one day to go is happening tomorrow. Get ready, get ready. That's what we say. Get ready for that. And it's going to happen. It's going to be very, very interesting to see the stars of the future being discovered, and to be a part of it, it's a big one. We're going to let you know a lot of things that's going to happen today. You know, we've already talked about all of this. Tomorrow, the arrival, and of course, the events will start tomorrow and Thursday. Very, very huge. All right, so just to whet your appetite, let's just allow you see what we've put together, and we'll also take you down memory lane, see the 100 meters girls final for last year, and allow you enjoy a promotional item for this event, and we'll come back for more on Sports This Morning. All right, welcome back. We're now joined by one of our own and a member of the main organizing committee of the Channels Under 17 Track and Field. Austin Okon-Akpan joins us now. Very excited, Austin Okon-Akpan. Austin, it's good to have you join us this morning.
Yeah, me, Tayo, good to be on sports this morning. It's been a while. Good
Yeah.
to be here. Good to be here, guys.
It had to be the Channels Under 17 track and field classics to bring us all together.
Yeah,
I mean, we're all excited as well.
Super excited.
Just one day to go tomorrow. I am champion at the beat. I wish I could make it down to the stadium to watch. But it looks like I'll be watching on TV. Anyway, let's dive into it straight away. Like, what are we expecting tomorrow?
It's going to be another fantastic show of grassroots athletics development. So, guys, you see, when we started the Channels Kids Cup, we got a lot of talks. Some persons were like, oh, why primary schools? Why not secondary schools? And the one we couldn't even answer, why the boys, not the girls? So we said, okay, the vision of Mr. John Momo, he loves the schools. He loves going back to the school to revive stuff that are happening right there. So, we sat down, we thought about this. Okay, what were the things that we didn't do with the Kids Cup that we can do with the classics? And so we say it must be boys and girls. It must be under 17. And guys, you know the story. Every 4 years, the United States gives us a new face out there, the world stage, and they win the gold medal because there is a foundation. When we were young, we go to schools, the invitational relays, even those of us that don't run with the team, we wait to see whether the school will come back and start talking, and then, guys, it just died. That's what we're trying to do with the Channels Track and Field Classics. We're trying to revive athletics in the schools. We're going back to the basics.
All right. I don't know if you can take a stab at it. Maybe the order of events. This year is going to be 10 events.
Yep.
So, like you said, all-inclusive boys and girls. We're not leaving anybody out. So, maybe a quick rundown of how it's going to happen tomorrow.
Yep.
I know it's going to start with screening. You guys are very good with that.
Yeah.
And then I guess this is going to be the way it's going to be.
So before we get into the heat proper, we're going to have the registration.
Okay. Right.
These guys will come. And, you know, some persons will just want to beat the system.
No.
It's a problem. Age cheat is a canker worm for sports development in Africa.
Yeah.
We will not change it with the second edition of the Child's Track and Field, but we believe that this is a model towards fighting age cheat.
Of course.
So when they come, every secondary school student is registered in Lagos and they have a card.
Right.
Some people will still go and get that card.
Of course.
So we're going to look at them and look again. Let me tell you this quick story. Last year, the Games Masters of St. Finbar's came to me and said, Mr. Austin, I have a student. He left the school last year, but he's so passionate about running. He has come here and is begging us that he must run. He has got to get a bib. I don't know where he got the bib from, and he's saying he will run. Just in case you discover this guy, please don't disqualify my school. They know that we don't play with age cheats. They know it's zero tolerance.
And it pays to be honest.
And it pays to be honest. We went to talk to the guy. I was okay. We'll let you run an exhibition race.
Okay.
It might break. It's a both run everything's record, and it will be right there on record. I did it at Child's Track and Field. But we will not let him go against the rules and regulations. That's what we are doing. So that will take bulk of the time before the 200 meters hit for the girls start, because we will look at you. Even if you run a particular time, show us your card again. Who is your classmate? Who is your games masters? Just to be sure that we're doing the right things.
Screening will be thorough.
It will be extremely thorough, guys.
There's also going to be the afternoon session.
Of course. We'll be busy. You know, we added two more field events.
Yeah.
We added shot put and high jump. Last year was just long jump. And we saw that a lot of these students, these athletes, wanted to participate in more field events. For instance, the one that's so good on the track is equally as good on the field events. So we sat down and we added two to it. In the last 10 years, if we want to call someone throwing shot put in Nigeria,
It's going to be difficult.
his name just pops up.
You actually have to go to America.
You know, just one name pops up.
Chukwuemeka.
Yeah. If you want to talk about the women, they say Bless Okagbari couldn't do it all those times. She was doing the long jumps, doing the 100, doing the 200. God gave us Ese Brume. We need to replace Ese Brume. Last year, we had a fantastic long jumper in Oluwandara Goodluck. That's Oluwandara Goodluck right there. Yemi Tayo, she's so talented. She ran the 800 meters. She ran the 400 meters. She ran the 200 meters. She's from Green Spring Schools. She actually met champions of the girls' long jump. She's just 16. And we're talking about her now. If there are more platforms as these, she leaves secondary school, goes into a proper collegiate system we have in the United States, you know the story.
Yeah. Before we let you go, Austin, let me just give you a 2-in-1. There are a lot of people listening to you now and say, okay, I want to come there tomorrow.
Yeah.
What time is everything going to start? And some parents, like, okay, I'm going to keep my kids in your care.
Yeah.
Security, what's it going to be like? When kids are involved, a lot of people want to be sure, want to have assurances that, look, not just going to happen with my kids.
Some, not because I'm part of the MOC, I work with Channels Television, we don't play with quality at Channels Television. Our integrity, our credibility, everything is because of our quality as a TV station. So yes, security will be top-notch. We've been having the Channels International Kids Cup for 11 years. Not one day that there's a security issue. Not one day that there was a medical issue. We're going to have proper medical team on ground. Security will be top-notch. This event is supported by the Lagos State Sports Commission. And now we have dragged the Ministry of Education into it because we're promoting sports and education. So we've told them that, look, it's collective. Yemi, you just talked about a mother saying, will my child be safe at the stadium? So it means this goes beyond me, you, and Tayo talking about this. Everyone is involved. The class teacher, the games master, the parents, even that ambitious coach that wants to see this girl or boy, start representing the country. It's beautiful. So everybody will come out tomorrow to make it work. And as early as 8 o'clock, we're already at the Teslim Balogun Stadium. We do our proper screening. We wait for the kids to arrive. And then from 9:30, we get
the day ends when?
The next, this is 3-4 max will be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, I also want to thank you for your time.
Guys.
It's going to be a busy day.
Yeah.
Get to it.
And you guys ran away from the Kids Cup. We're not playing football. We are going to put an exhibition race for Yemi and Tayo. And every other channel students. I'm coming for Chamberlain, Nyota. Everyone will just put you guys on the track to run. It's going to be fun.
All right.
Wait.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Austin. So let's also listen to some other people who are an integral part of what's going to happen with the track and field. Let's listen to Henry Mike and, of course, Oluwayomi or Oluwasomi. They have some things to say about what to expect at the Channels track and field.
Well, I must say that I'm really excited. Even thinking that the athletes are coming out to have a competition, to me, it's a glorious day. Because this is what Lagos is lacking, this is what Nigeria is lacking. We need things like this to happen all the time in this country so we can have the best of athletes. Like what happened at the World Championship is because they have more competition in that country. It's not that they have better coaches or better facilities. We have everything here. What we don't have is competitions. With this kind of competitions, Nigerian athletes will go places. Well, the competition this year is going to be bigger than what we had in the first edition. We're going to have more events and we're going to have more participating schools that will come out for this year. A lot of schools are really interested in taking part because of funding. We cannot take everybody in. So I'm inviting private sectors to come and support Channels Television so that we can have more schools to take part in the next edition.
It's a very laudable project, and we at the Lagos State Sports Commission and Lagos State Government, we are so very much happy about this initiative, because the platform, a veritable one at that, to unearth all this budding talent in our schools. And like I said earlier on, it's not merely possible for the state only, for the government to fund sport, considering the fact that we have other contending sectors. Education is there, we have agric, environment and all that. So seeing the channels coming up with this initiative, Lagos State government is very, very happy with this initiative. It's so important because what we preach in Lagos State is in tandem with what Channels is doing. We have a slogan, stay in school and stay in sport, because you have to combine education together so to be an all-round personality. For instance, no matter how good you are in your chosen sport, there will be a time that you cannot lift the legs, you can't lift the hands again. But when you combine the education, sport, it has a window of opportunities. If you are not being in media, you can be a psychologist, you can be a physiologist, you can be anything. Sport is so wide. So that's why we always encourage our children to combine education with sport. And apart from that, sport teaches a lot of life skills. It teaches integrity, teamwork, and teamwork, and a whole lot of life skills that when our children imbibed with these skills, the sky will be the limit for them, and it will be an all-round personalities, whether now or later.